Hi, my name is Philip, developer of SavNote. SavNote is a tiny application for keeping track of your savings. It's open source and currently on the very early stage of development. In this demo, I'm going to show the first working build of an application, and I will demonstrate the two core scenarios. First scenario is for starting using the application. It's about creating the new database journal, and the second scenario is about opening existing journal. The journal is simply a database where savings data is stored. It's stored locally on the device, and it can be actually exported in JSON or other formats for future analysis. So the data will be available without application itself. Well, to create new journal, we have to specify its name, optional description, and choose where on the device we're gonna save this journal. I'm gonna save it in Documents, but actually it's also working with Google Drive. Okay, here we have our fresh, empty journal without any records. The point is that we must regularly add our savings state to the application on the monthly basis or even at the larger intervals. And then application will display the overview of the savings, savings trend, saving distribution across currencies and countries, and so on. Let's create our first entry. We have to add first institution. Institution is a place where our assets are stored. Let's imagine we have saving account in Bank of America. Okay, now we have one institution and there is 0 assets in this institution. Let's create our first asset. Let it be our card in US dollars, and we have $250 there. Okay, and let's add the second institution. Let it be like MetaMask, our crypto wallet. This institution has no country. And let's add some assets. For example, we have some Bitcoins. 0. Oh, no. No. 0. 0008. I don't remember the rate of Bitcoin currently. Okay, here we have 2 institutions. And let's imagine that the filling this form is a tedious process. So we're not gonna fill it in one go. Let's simulate that we are closing our application, then reopening it, I don't know, in a few days to continue filling our record. So here we already have our database opened. And if we try to add savings entry, we continue from the draft. The logic is like in email clients. Let's add some more asset, random. And finally, add this entry. Okay, here we have our first record and our first summary. We have in total $389 by the May of 2025. That's it for first scenario. Now let's assume we already have a bunch of records. For this, I'm gonna close currently opened journal, and I'm gonna open existing one. Existing one is demo journal. Here we have a list of records from November till April. We can see the total in USD. Also, we can see the changes. Now let's create entry for May. We add savings entry. Here what we see. We see that in our entry, the previous records were loaded. So we don't need to create everything from scratch. We just need to edit existing assets and institutions. Let's do this. Let's say we closed our card in Wells and Fargo. Let's remove it. In Ledger, let's assume we now have 120 USDT. And in HSBC, we got another account with 1,000 euros. Now let's save it. Okay, now we can see that we lost about $1,500 since April. So that's it for this short demo. Sorry for my horrible English. I hope it's not so painful to hear. I attach the links to this project in the description, and contributions are welcome. Thank you for watching this, and see ya.